What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of When, Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. MLB. Milwaukee Brewers versus Texas Rangers. The Brewers have a 55.3% chance to win. The Rangers have a 44.7% chance to win. This is at Texas. For pitchers, Peralta for the Brewers has an ERA of 2.5 and a WHIP of 1.07, and Kelly for the Rangers has an ERA of 3.16 and a WHIP of 1.04. So good pitcher for both teams, not really significant difference here. So I think home field advantage will be the big thing here. So I think the Rangers will beat the Brewers tomorrow. Kansas City Royals versus Cleveland Guardians. The Royals have a 52% chance to win, and the Guardians have a 48% chance to win. This is at Cleveland for pitchers. Boland for the Royals has an ERA of 3.57 and a WHIP of 1.13. And Allen for the Guardians has an ERA of 4.46 and a WHIP of 1.44. Now, Allen has pitched 139 and a third innings this year, while Bolin was only pitching 35 and a third. So let's look at Bolin's career. So for his career, he has an ERA of 4.17 and a WHIP of 1.32. So with those numbers, it's not really good pitching for either team, not really significant difference here. So I think home field advantage will be the big thing here. So I think the Guardians will beat the Royals tomorrow. New York Mets versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Mets have a 39.8% chance to win, and the Phillies have a 60.2% chance to win. This is at Philadelphia. For pitchers, Holmes for the Mets has an ERA of 3.61, a WHIP of 1.33. And Sanchez for the Phillies has an ERA of 2.6 and a WHIP of 1.12. So good pitcher for both teams, but a definite advantage for the Phillies. So with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Phillies will beat the Mets. Detroit Tigers versus New York Yankees. The Tigers have a 35.3% chance to win, and the Yankees have a 64.7% chance to win. This is at New York for pitchers. Flaherty for the Tigers has an ERA of 4.85 and WHIP of 1.3. And Rodon for the Yankees has an ERA of 3.12 and a WHIP of 1.07. So good pitcher for Rodon, not really good pitcher for Flaherty. So it's a definite advantage for the Yankees. So with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Yankees will beat the Tigers. Houston Astros versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Astros have a 28.9% chance to win, and the Blue Jays have a 71.1% chance to win. This is at Toronto for pitchers. Alexander for the Astros has an ERA of 4.68 and a WHIP of 1.39. And Barrios for the Blue Jays has an ERA of 4.02 and a WHIP of 1.29. So Barrios has pitched in 154 2/3 innings this year, while Alexander has pitched in 59 2/3. So let's look at Alexander's career. So for his career, he has an ERA of 5.07 and a WHIP of 1.52. So not really good pitching for either team, but a definite advantage for Barrios. So I say, with both home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think that the Blue Jays will beat the Astros. Cincinnati Reds versus San Diego Padres. The Reds have a 39.4% chance to win, and the Padres have a 60.6% chance to win. This is at San Diego for pitchers. Abbott for the Reds has an ERA of 2.88 and a WHIP of 1.15. And Pivetta for the Padres has an ERA of 2.85 and a WHIP of 0.96. So really good pitch for both teams. Not really significant difference here. So I think home field advantage is the big thing here. So I think the Padres will beat the Reds. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.